Roger Goodell says that we will have full stadiums in 2021. He's saying that by the beginning of next season, which is in around 5 months, September, I believe, we will have full stadiums. Fans will be back at the stadiums. And that sounds great and all, but I think we got to tread lightly. I mean, it's everything seems to be shifting gears right now. We're getting everyone vaccinated. The numbers are starting to go down. I believe they're shooting up a little bit right now, but for the most part, numbers are shooting down. We're getting vaccinated. Hopefully by September, more and more people are vaccinated. That herd immunity is going full throttle. But nothing is for sure. We got to see how effective this vaccine is. By September, we will know more about it. Also, hopefully there's no new variants of COVID by then. Knock on wood, none of that happens, but I'm just pointing out different scenarios that could happen. But if the science permits it, if the science is there to back it up, I am all for it. I am very excited to go to an NFL game in 2021. One of the things that the NFL has going for it, they keep putting this out. It says that in the limited capacity stadiums that they allowed in 2020, their data shows that it resulted in no known significant cluster of infections in the surrounding community. So basically what they're saying, if I was to give an example, the Green Bay Packers were one of the stadiums that allowed limited capacity to some of their home games. It basically showed that like the Packers allowing fans to go to Lambeau Field showed no rise in infections of COVID in the surrounding area. So basically the area around the stadium showed no increase of cases during those games, after those games, in the following months after those games. It just stayed like the same as any other area around there. So that's a good thing for the NFL. It just means that, the limited capacity didn't have a bad effect on the community. So if we were to go full-fledged, full stadiums, then maybe, now that we're vaccinated, it wouldn't have a bad effect on the communities either. I mean, if you guys watched the Super Bowl, I believe it was 40% capacity, but it looked very full. It looked more than 40%. And I think Tampa Bay reported that their numbers kind of stayed the same. It showed no fluctuation. So that just keeps pointing positive signs that would lead me to assume that we will have full stadiums in 2021. And I know Roger Goodell is being optimistic. The NFL is known for playing hardball, for not adjusting. Last season, they didn't move their season. They didn't shorten the season. They just kept going. Props to them. They were able to finish the whole season. No games were canceled. The infection rate in their players and their staff was very low. So props to Roger Goodell for being headstrong and just moving forward. It looked like it was going to be a tough decision. People were questioning why the NFL didn't adjust. Hindsight tells us that, they played it pretty well. It was the right decision. And now they're looking to 2021 to bounce back, recoup that money that they missed out, and have full stadiums. So I'm excited. I hope in September, when the NFL season kicks off, we're in a much better place. Hopefully the pandemic is behind us and we are able to go to games. But if not, then, you just got to accept the fact that we're still in the pandemic. It's going to be a slow recovery. And hopefully maybe mid-season, around week 8, week 9, we're able to go to one of these games and really appreciate NFL football. Because even if I'm not lucky enough to go to a game, I would love to have fans back in the stadium, because the atmosphere that they produce, the atmosphere when you're watching a game on TV, just can't be replicated. And even if I'm not there, even if I'm not one of the lucky ones to go, I would love to have people in the stands just to get that environment going, get the ambiance. It brings me chills just thinking about it. So hopefully Roger Goodell is correct. Hopefully we do have full stadiums in 2021. And if not by the beginning of the season, at least by mid-season or playoffs, or, the last 3-4 weeks when all these games really matter a lot.